Wake up! Wake up, Kush! What happened? Let me sleep. What time it is? It is already 12 o'clock and you are still sleeping. It's Saturday only. Let me sleep. Hey! It's not Saturday. It is Sunday. Then where did Saturday go? All Saturday you have been sleeping. Your friend Karthik had called me so many times. Which Karthik? Hey, that one who has shaved his head and who wears a wig on his chin. Oh, today I have Toastmaster meeting. I have to go to the meeting. Oh, next dress up. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Here I am. This is what I told happens to me every weekend. Every weekend, in the Friday night, I go to the restaurant, have wholesome food, then I sleep like a Kumbhkaran. There is nobody else who can wake me up over there. And I sleep. But this was not the scenario 7 years back. 7 years back, when I moved away from my one and only parents, I had mixed emotions. Why I had mixed emotions? I was happy because I was going to do my engineering in Delhi NCR and I was going to ogle the beautiful chicks over there. But I was sad at the same time because I won't be getting the home cooked food of my mother. Imagine my situation. I was that bad. You know, initial days in hostel were pretty good. I used to go to mess with my plate, pull in all the food items, go to my table and eat them all. Then I'll go again, then I'll bring the items again and I'll eat. But this was only for a while, only for a period of 1 month. After that, this shitty, crappy mess food, I never went near that. I used to go with my friends to the restaurants and hotels. I used to eat whatever I want. But the only problem was that my financials run over. I didn't have the money in my pocket. What to do? So I had to go back to my shitty mess food again. But at that time there was one eureka. I met one friend named Robin. He was as tall as I am and as wide as I am. So when I met him, he told me that he is no longer going to mess. I was thinking, his parents are not filthy rich. He belongs to a middle class family. Then why he is skipping mess? Then he told me, hey, do you know about wedding crashing? I said, what is that? You don't know. I'll take you over there. So here I was becoming a wedding crasher. How many of you have been a wedding crasher before? If you haven't, have you seen 3 Idiots or Nanban anytime?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is what used to happen when you used to crash the wedding. We used to go all dressed up in our best dresses, which were pressed really very good. We used to go into the wedding. We used to look better than the guest over there. We had the 1 rupee envelope, 1 rupee envelope. We used to put the paper inside and with the whole arrogance that pocket 1 rupee should would be seeing outside that we have come for attending the wedding. So we used to go and walk like a boss inside the wedding. Directly attack onto the desserts first. So we used to finish the desserts first, then snack session, Chinese and all the stuff. After that, it's time for main course. Dal, naan, paneer, what else? Gobi manchurian, everything. After that, we had full stomach we used to have. Then what we used to spot? There was a DJ over there. We never left any wedding without dancing. So we used to go there and dance. La, 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 la. After that, my whole food has been digested. We used to come out of the wedding just like a boss. Yeah, we are the champions of this place. But this continued for a really long time and all the contractors knew that we are the ones who are crashing the wedding again and again. But no, that is not a problem. In North we have very good reputation. If anybody asks you, hey, who are you? We are from boys' side. Any problem? They used to spare us. And if not, then we had bribed the contractors to mail us the schedule of the wedding. So we knew when and where the next wedding is going to happen. So we used to go there with our schedule made. Everything was done. And we also did another plan for inauspicious days. You know, on auspicious days we have this wedding. On inauspicious day, we schedule all the birthday treats on the inauspicious day. So we were never out of food that way. When I moved into Tamil Nadu, I had a really big problem. I was craving for crashing a wedding like a drug addict, but I was not able to do that. Reason being, I didn't know Tamil and I can't dress up in a Tamil, like I don't know how to go into a Tamil wedding. So I was really like, I don't know what to do, how I'll get good food. But at that time, what happened? Marriage of our Dean of IIT Madras daughter. So my hand started rubbing like, oh my God, this is a great chance. And I did what I had to do. I crashed that wedding too. So what I did, I went to that wedding and like again suited booted fully. Then the problem happened. I met my research guide over there. So he asked me, hey, how come you are in this wedding? Sir, I just came to help the professor. He told me for something and somehow I managed. The tabletop skills which I gained over here really helped me in overcoming that situation. I sneak and eat the food whatever I want. Dear friends, it is not that I cannot afford the food and I cannot go into the hotels and have food. The problem is the adventure you get when your tail is on fire. When you are having food, your tail is on fire, that is the most adventurous thing you can have. So that is what I enjoy when I crash a wedding. The message which I want to give you is eat well, drink well, sleep well, and study well also so that you can do PhD. Okay? That's it for the day. Over to the Toastmaster.